recording. Yeah, Splatfest time. Didn't really practice as much as I would have liked, but the nice thing about Splatfest is it's not too high pressure. This is taking longer than I remember it. There we go. Ah, beautiful, ain't it? Can't believe this game is almost 3 years old, is that right? Yeah, I completely missed that it started at 6. Feel bad about that still. Seeing the starry sky through the skylights here gets me pumped. I'd rather be in the server room with all those blinking lights. Yeah, one of the big reasons to play a lot during Splatfest for me is seeing the night variants of the stages. And also playing on the shifty stations is fun. And we got Salmon Run in case I want to take a break from the Splatfest. Wonderful. Hey, thank you for the follow. DC10. Appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate it. I haven't been streaming too much or playing too much Splatoon recently, but you know, had to check out this Splatfest. What team are you on? Or did you pick a team yet? Because I think we can only party up if we're both Team Mayo. I should have that information somewhere though. Okay, see, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure we can't team up. Because we're on opposite teams. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't think it'll... because we'd just be fighting each other the whole time. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have a feeling that Team Ketchup is gonna win popularity. Yeah, you swerved on me, Mars Girl, but that's okay. That's okay, I understand getting talked out of Team Mayo. You know, I just, I said it before, but for me, I was thinking about it. I mean, I was really thinking about, like, Ketchup versus Mayo. And for me, I think I could replace Ketchup. You know, like, if I couldn't have Ketchup anymore, I would, if I could still have tomato sauce or, like, marinara sauce. You know, I'd get along okay. If I couldn't have mayonnaise anymore, there would be, like, certain foods I think I would not eat again. I don't know, it would basically ruin sandwiches for me. And I love sandwiches. One of my favorite food. And thank you, Mars Girl. I appreciate the support. Even if we are working at counter purposes, ultimately. I don't think the colors look too bad, but I have known people who like really can't handle mayonnaise. For a while I actually was friends with someone who like couldn't handle the knowledge of being in like a small room with mayonnaise, basically. Just that kind of disgusted by it. You know, that's strong, but you gotta respect people. A little too medical. I think you're talking about the ink colors, probably. Yeah. It is funny, like, for a while, like, people said, well, they don't do red because it looks like blood. And I would say at least, like, I don't get any association, personally. When I see the red ink, I don't think blood. Because it has that, like, real bright, almost oranginess. Like, I really do look at it and I think, like, Heinz. Oh no. Those blobbers are wild. What a weird weapon. Got flanked, I think. Or no, I got blobbed. I think they won. The ending map got you? Yeah, the colors do look different. A little bit different from above. Oh, I felt like we did better on that one. But I think I need to switch gear. I think I need to go for, like, a lot of coverage. That's just what I'm thinking. This could be good. I used to be good with these blasters, but I used to be good at salmon them too. Go for it, Mars girl. Maybe I'll see you on the battlefield. The Splatfest. That is. Alright, shifty station time. I wonder, I haven't heard whether this is a new shifty as well. That would be really cool. This looks familiar. but they do tend to. Oh, and this is coming. Oh. Well, okay. Traded. Gotta remember that the range on this is, definitely not like the Squelchers. Uh-oh. Kind of, yeah. That'll happen sometimes. Even when I know the stages, that'll happen. I was about to blame it on being like, well, I don't know this one, but I thought it was gonna make it more embarrassing when I fall off the side of a stage I know really well. Oh boy. Aw. Too close. Boy, these people got their power-up game really going. That's something I never got deep enough into the game to really, get, like, outfits ready, honestly. Well, I feel like that thing took a bunch of hits. Oh boy, oh no, oh no. Run away. Well, that was a pretty bad spot for me. Really stuck between a rock and a hard place. I was just reminding myself of this, but like, I really gotta try to play with a team more. That's how you push and actually get territory, like, controlled. Ugh. Our new team Ketchup. It's gonna be a slow climb. Good stages right now, in the rotation at least. I really like Anchovy Games and Sturgeon Shipyard. Ink the most turf to win. Yeah, that's a good thing to remember. Keep in mind when you're playing Turf War. I don't know why I almost bumped into that walker. Oh, no. Alright. Too close. I might just turn the music up. I don't know how talkative I'm gonna be as time goes on. Not like that. Oh boy. I didn't... Ooh. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with that special very well yet. It was added pretty late when I wasn't playing as much. I don't know how to use it. I don't really... Clearly I don't know how to avoid it. Right. Oh boy. Oh no. We still got a chance for sure. But other team's pretty good. I had a feeling. Oh, I got lucky with that walker. Oh no. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Wow. And you'll notice here, I am using a wired connection. It was a fun one. That's the worst, when you get kicked out of like one... I don't know. Oh, come on. I do have internet problems sometimes. That is frustrating. It's like you really can't give me a good connection for 3 minutes. It's our 3-minute long matches. Oh, come on, internet. No, don't worry about it, Mars girl. I appreciate. Oh, you're super, super nice to ask about that. It shouldn't matter. Router should be able to handle it. Our connection should be able to handle it, no problem. Oh, whoops. Yep. Yeah, thank you. I might be complaining too early. You know, a few problems are to be expected here and there because not everybody has a good connection. And, like, the end of that last game might have, you know, who knows, somebody on the losing side might have, like, rage quit. And I'm pretty sure... I'm not 100% sure, but I think Splatoon 2 is still, basically, P2P connections. One console always acts as host. Well, it's been a really long time since I paid any attention to technical stuff about Splatoon's, like, multiplayer or networking stuff. Oh, crap. Could have gotten one of them there. Instead, I got. That's super. It's not the best. Well, hopefully I'll get a little bit better as the day goes on. That's hard to do. Boy, I really want like a Pro controller with back buttons. Would actually be useful for a lot of things. I mean, what I'd like actually is if Nintendo came out with a add-on like the DualShock 4 has. Like if I could plug in something to the front or back of the Pro controller that would just add those buttons, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think we won that one, but it was a good fight. A good fight. Not, you know, not too close, but... Alright, come on, Team Mayo. Let's take these Ketchup turkeys out. Try to stick closer to teammates, provide better support. Oh, that stinks. Oh, that fell apart really quickly. A bunch of salty tomatoes over there. I hope you have good matches. As long as you're not a bunch of burnt tomatoes. Ah. Oh my, oh that, I got really tied down there. That was it. That was avoidable. Oh, not here again. Oh. I fell off there before. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh. I'm bad. I'm bad at this game. I mean, I'm making some mistakes. this is working. This is working. I think we got that one. Yeah. Yes, Mayo Fiend. Pretty accurate. And we'll let it ride. Clicking on other stuff. Yeah, I need better banter for these connection parts, huh? Yeah, my stomach is rumbling. When is it? Not quite 11 yet. I've only been playing Splatoon for about half an hour. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do another half hour for sure. That was pretty poorly calculated on my part. There's some specials it just feels like you should always be able to avoid, and that's one of them. I mean, sometimes they just roll up behind you, and, you know, then what? I don't think that's going to be able to climb up here, so... Darn it. Yeah, I really got to get my aim back. This game has such good motion aiming, but it does take a bit to readjust to. But it made me such a believer in, like, the viability and advantages. You know, if you're someone who can use, like, motion inputs, gyro inputs for things, just the speed and precision is actually super, super good. Because you use the sticks a little bit, and then you're basically fine-tuning with just little wrist movements. And I think it's a great, like... Other games did add motion controls. Like even Fortnite did. I messed around with that for a bit, but this didn't, like, feel as natural. And at least when I was messing with them, you couldn't set a recenter button. So it would just like drift off center. If I started playing Fortnite again, I might see if I could get that working, but the other issue is that like sometimes I play on PC, and then there's just no way to get it working the same way on there without spending like 100 hours messing with things. You know, forget that. I almost got this helmet filled out. I'm still just like unlocking slots on things. Yeah, like I said, I'm not at all deep enough into it to have really outfits or coordinated power-ups and things. Okay, we got our Mayo team ready. But yeah, that team comp was working out. And there's our Ketchup team. Yeah, working together. Oh, okay. Really not used to those torpedoes or whatever that was. Oh, okay. Wow. I was like really on the edge of that. I guess I was swimming through it, which wasn't a good move. Oh man, that rain was such a good counter to that special right then. Oh boy. Huh. Oh, Inkstorm, I didn't see that coming through. This is a good push. This is a good push. Pretty sure we got that one. Hey there. Is it Kyle? How's it going? We're playing Splatoon 2. There's a Splatfest. Happy Splatfest. Happy Saturday. I'm playing for Team Mayo. Having a good time now that I'm getting a couple wins in. Starting our climb to Mayo King. Well, that's pretty cool. Nice, Mayo Queen. Way to go. Glad to see some Team Mayo out there doing good work. Yeah, I'm so glad that they did another that they're doing another Splatfest. I wonder if this is going to be like the real last one, or what? I was pretty sad when they stopped doing them. That was a nice blaster shot. Where should I go? Well, if you stand like someplace like there when the missiles are, or even, okay, no, I couldn't use that grate. But that grate would be a good one to stand under if missiles are after you. That's where, like, I try to get to because, yeah, unfortunately compromised my defense there in order to booyah, but what can you do? You gotta booyah. That charger up there is really trying to do stuff. Oh boy. Teamwork, that's what I should do. Yeah, I agree. That's, I'm trying to, like, be more, definitely way better with, moving with my team, and, trying to provide that good support. Oh, now I'm done. Yeah. Maybe they should keep redoing all the Splatfests until Splatoon 3 come out, you know? I wonder how hard that would be for them. I wouldn't mind it at all. Just take two on everything. I mean, some of the fun would be out of that, because, like, it was cool seeing what the new, you know, ones were gonna be, but, like, I'd have a good amount of fun doing all the old ones again. Fuck it. Fuck it. I wonder how, like, I wonder about Splatoon 3. But I feel like that it's like a lot of the same people are on Animal Crossing right now, I think. But I bet they're working on it. Ah, close one. this one. Splatoon 3. I don't know what I would want out of a Splatoon 3. I mean, I guess the main thing I would want is sort of general, but like, I just don't want the matchmaking or like the party systems to take any steps backward. It took so long for them to add in good party up options for Splatfests. And I just like, I hope that they, whenever the next Splatoon comes out, that they just, you know, I mean, they should make it easier. They should really make partying up easier. You know, why can't you party up and like hang out in the plaza? I don't know. Not designed that way, obviously, but... yeah, I'd like to see just like a more robust, more flexible party system. And I mean, obviously cool new stages and weapons and gear and all that. Oh, that's a tough position. Oh, I needed to move. You hope they don't change things, but they should change the hero mode of it? What would you like to see different in the hero mode? Because I really like it, the single player stuff. I didn't do... hey Lemony, good morning. Heck yeah, Mayo for life. Yeah, I didn't have too many problems with the hero mode, although like, I mean, not a complaint, but it was pretty wild that you can like redo the whole thing with all the different weapons. Oh, make the boxes more harder? That's fair. I will say, like, when you take on the bosses with different weapons, that was more challenging for me. You know, like, I'm not very good with chargers, with any of the charger weapons, honestly. There was, like, a little bit of time when I used to practice with a Swiffer, and I started to get okay at making those nice, like, snapshots with it. But, yeah, just for me, like, taking on the hero mode bosses with certain weapons definitely added some challenge. Not for you. Sounds like you've got some good practice in. Oh. Yeah, there are a lot of weapons that I'm not very good with. When I was playing a lot, I had a few that I focused on. I tried getting good with some of the dualies and some of the blasters mostly, and for a while the bucket. And like I said, for a little bit the Swiffer. But I've never been very good with the rollers. I'm terrible with the brushes. I've spent like no time using the brushes because I can't like do that playstyle well at all. It's such a big shift for me. Brushes are probably, yeah, those are what I'm worst with, I'm pretty sure. What level am I? I'm level 42. Yeah, I put a lot of hours into this the first year and a half after Splatoon 2 came out. And then just ended up, you know, just played other games as those started coming out. Yeah, the dualies are awesome. I really like those might be my favorite new weapon type. The rolling is really good. And there's good, like, variety in them, too. Yeah, I'm pretty low level. I never played a lot of competitive, for one thing. Oh, I'm a scrub. I mean, I'm willing to admit it. I understand that. I was buying a lot of games when work was better for me. And, you know, not to like get into too much detail, but the last year and a half has been... I haven't been buying very many games at all. But I do still get to buy new games, and that's cool. And I'm, like, glad about that. Just have to... Oh no, there's actually stuff down there, that's right. What's my favorite video game? Lemony asks. That's a good question. I have a lot of different answers for that. Oh, thanks, Kyle. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, I have a lot of different answers for what my favorite video game is. Splatoon is definitely one of my favorite shooters. It might be my favorite shooter. In fact, my favorite team-based shooter kind of thing. My other, like, really big favorite is Rocket League. Just generally speaking, Rocket League is a game I've enjoyed more than maybe anything else. Hey, thank you for the follow. Or, wait, thank you for the sparks, that's what that noise was. Good push on the other team. We were holding out and then they broke through. Yeah, Rocket League is really cool to me because it really feels like a sport. And I mean, I'm not like... I don't just generally love sports. I like some sports. But that feeling of bouncing the ball around, and, you know, the fact that it's not like, you know, the way you do moves and do stuff in that game is by the real physical, well, virtual, but like, the physical simulation of manipulating your car. Yeah, I love that game feel in Rocket League. Been playing that a fair amount recently. Again. I really like, I like a lot of different games. I like RPGs. Breath of the Wild is amazing. Katamari Damacy is another one that I usually list as a favorite game. Definitely one of my favorite soundtracks ever. Up there, maybe my favorite game soundtrack. What about you all? What games do you like? If you've got favorites on Switch or on anything else. And yeah, I just have a Switch for consoles. I never got a PS4 or an Xbox One. I have an Xbox 360 around, but don't play that too much. Oh, you like baseball? That's cool. I never got too into baseball. I think maybe I would have enjoyed playing it, but never gotten into watching it. When I tried as a kid, I just didn't have, like, the attention span. Oh, I should have taken cover. Adventure for Atari. That's a pretty cool one to pull out there, Lemony. I'm only, like, a little familiar with Atari stuff. I bought, there's, like, some big Atari collection on Steam. But I'm pretty sure I have. I haven't played through a lot of it, and Adventure's the one that's, like, a pre-Zelda almost, right? Where you're going around getting keys to sort of go through, like, dungeons or something. I think I've seen playthroughs of it, and I know it was... Isn't that like a major plot point in Ready Player One? At least the movie? I might not be remembering that right, but I think at the end of that they're playing through Atari games, and there's something with, like, finding a secret room, maybe. Oh, that's a cool pick. Very old school. I really like retro games, old games. Even if I don't play them, like, all the time, I've started playing a lot more old titles. And since, oh boy, I need some backup over here, guys. Yep, these. Oh, nuts. Let myself get flanked there, I think. Since the NES Online stuff came out on Switch, I played through the first Zelda for the first time that way, actually. Oh, okay. These rollers are taking us apart. Or me, anyway. And I'll admit, since some people think it's important to say, but I did play through original Zelda with save states. It didn't have rewind that yet. They added that in later. But I used save states like every couple of minutes or something. That game's hard. I might have been able to beat it without them, but it would have taken me 2 or 3 times as long. So, you know, I don't feel any shame in saying I beat Zelda, but I did use save states. That's the asterisk on it. And if people want to say I didn't beat it, well, that can be their opinion. I didn't beat it the all-natural way. That's for sure. But, you know, I'm not submitting a score to a speed run or anything like that. Just trying to do my own casual playthrough of it. And that is, like, man, original Zelda, pretty cool game. You gotta be in the mood for it. And I recommend using a walkthrough as well. You know, just like the way they expected that game to be played sort of was, you know, one game over a summer, and like working with other people who had it to map things out and find these super obscure secrets and stuff. And that's cool, and I can, you know, I was imagining that sort of while I was playing through of what that would be like to, you know, be pulling out graph paper and filling in, you know, I think also that game when it came out originally, came with a map, which is really helpful and is something you sort of miss in a modern digital release where all you get is like the game ROM and a description and no manual and no map. And that's something that really makes me sad that Nintendo stopped doing. Ooh, boy, those Booyah bombs are lethal. But when you buy stuff on Virtual Console, you get like a scan of the game's manual, or like a reproduction of it. I mean, that's actually really vital information for like NES and SNES games. Where just due to the times and various other factors, that might be the most like complete and necessary information on how to play the game. There is a lot going on suddenly. Oh, these are getting rough again. I like the NES Online and SNES Online stuff. I do miss some things about Virtual Console though. But, like, it's not just Nintendo that, you know, doesn't want to do it, I feel like. I think, a lot of companies that have the old game intellectual properties see, like, big advantages and more money into doing their own collections now. And, you know, I don't have much good to say about modern Konami like everybody else, but at least they put out some pretty decent collections of, like, a Castlevania stuff. There's like a Konami arcade collection that actually looks pretty cool. And those have dropped to like $5 on Steam. I really hope that they get similar discounts on Switch because I would pick them up right away. One of my friends has the Castlevania collection on Switch and it seems really good. I've never played all the way through a Castlevania because I'm not like that good at hard games, and or even just like the ones that just make you practice a lot, but I usually don't put the time into them, unless it's like super compelling to me. But I want that Castlevania collection. I might play through them then. Yeah, that was a rough one too. That's alright. Just gotta keep grinding these points. And I might do one more, two more, and then get some food. Try to get Minus World and Mario Bros. That's cool. Yeah, isn't that normally like a task trick? I don't know Mario that well, but I know that's when you like glitch out of the game, right? Or Mario Bros, rather. That's a cool trick. I love watching like speedrunners do glitch runs and things. I love seeing like glitch exhibitions and things. I think it's very cool what people like discover and pull off. Definitely, you know, I watch GDQ whenever they do events, and also like, you know, just stuff on YouTube and elsewhere sometimes. not sure if I've beaten the original Mario Bros. When I think about it. Or, not original Mario Bros, but original Super Mario Bros. I might have when I had it on Game Boy Color as a kid, the deluxe version. But I probably used warp pipes to do it. Oh, wow, I got really lucky. Really lucky natural cover there. Oh, that's a lot of Ketchup missiles. They are coordinating those pretty nicely. Oh, ooh, gee. Oh, thank goodness for that ink armor. Oh boy. Dicey. Oh, wow. Alright, good way to go, team. Yeah. That was a good one. Nice. Oh, I got 4 of those off. Look at all those missiles they got off. They got off 8 Pentatech missiles. I mean, the thing is, I love Pentatech missiles, and when you can stack them like that, it is pretty good and off-putting, but they're not that strong. They're mostly useful for, you know, making the enemy move, get them out of the way, but I feel like it's one of those where it's maybe strongly situational on the map you're on currently, just how useful it is, you know, being able to keep the other team from, like, congregating. Because it's a very useful tool for making, like, you gotta scatter, you know, you can accidentally splat yourself or get teammates splatted depending on how those, like, missiles get led. But, I feel like for the most part they don't end up connecting. You know what else doesn't end up connecting? Me? My game? Aw. Huh. Oh no. Yeah. Well, alright, I was, you know, I was only going because I really liked the team I was on there. So since it disconnected me, I am going to take my lunch break now. And I'm actually going to stop the stream and then restart it again in, like... I'm really gonna try to be good about this, but I think... What is it right now? 11:30? I should be back on by 12:30 my time. That's what I'm gonna aim for. And there will be new maps. And, I won't be thinking about food constantly, so that's win-win. Thanks so much for watching me so far. Thanks for joining in chat, Lemony Cobra and Zakyle and Mars Girl earlier. I think you're still watching, I'm pretty sure. I'll be back in a little bit. Take care.